There are two types of people in this world. What are the two types? Okay, you have the people that put the cereal before the milk and the milk before the cereal. Why can't I talk? Why can't I talk? Why can't I talk? Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today is a very special day for me because it's actually my 27th birthday. So for today I wanted to do 27 questions that tell you more about me because I thought that would be a unique idea to share more about me and it would be fun. So let's get into the questions. So I got these questions randomly on the internet and there were so many good questions, but I only got to choose 27 because it's my 27th birthday. But oh my god, these questions were so good that I think that somewhere in the future I might actually do another questions video because I really loved these other questions as well. So the first question is, how different was your life 1 year ago? Okay, so 1 year ago was February 2019. I did not have a job. I was not working. I was not making any money, I think. And I was in a winter depression. I was not motivated at all. Although I was motivated to do other things than working, but because I was looking for a job and I thought that, you know, it would be much easier to find a job right away. I thought that, oh my god, I'm never gonna get a job, but that's not the case because today I have like 3 job opportunities, things that I can work on, and I'm sure there will be more. What shows are you into? Okay, so if you would ask me this like 6-7 years ago, I would be able to tell you all the shows that I'm actually watching, but now I'm actually not watching anything and it's crazy. But I recently stopped watching How to Get Away with Murder because they have their winter break, and while I was taking out my braids, I was actually watching the 2nd season of Sex Education. And if I am allowed to recommend some shows from the long time ago days, I would say that Lost is a great series. Also Person of Interest. Oh my god, what's the best thing you got from your parents? Oh my god. So I think that the best thing that I got from my parents is, first of all, my life. Second of all, having them as parents. But I think that this question is more about their character traits. So I would say from my mom, I get the open-mindedness and not taking things personal, having patience and everything. And from my dad, I think it's more like being free-spirited and not really doing what other people do, but also with the languages, traveling, and being always open to learn more things. And I really want to thank my parents. Oh, this is a deep question. How do you get in the way of your own success? Do you have a minute? I think that I really am not thinking about being deserving of the success that I want. And as a result to that, I actually just fade in with the background instead of being there on the forefront and representing myself the best to my abilities. And I think it's also being afraid of maybe success, or you know, putting yourself out there, being vulnerable. But I think that slowly but surely I'm growing out of it and trying to do more of the things that, you know, make me more successful. 5, what do you hope never changes? Oh my god, there are a lot of things that I hope that never change, such as the fact that there's change. So I really love to see how people evolve their thinking, the way they live, where they live, how they live, everything. So I hope that we as people don't get stuck in, you know, ideas or ideals of, you know, the past, and that we are ever going to keep evolving with the time. 6, what do you want to be remembered for? I want to be remembered for being my true self, and I want other people to see me how I see myself, because honestly, when I'm alone, I really feel really zen and really, you know, entertaining, funny, smart, and everything. So I really hope that I always get to be myself, and that people get to see me for my true self. So yeah, I want to be remembered for being Khadi, Senegalese Twisted, the girl that did whatever she wanted to do because she wanted to do it, and not because other people expected her to do that. I want people to remember me as the person that they could come to for advice, and someone who would not hold back information because she was afraid that other people would pass by her, or you know, be more successful than she is, because I'm not afraid of that, because I do believe in my own abilities, and I believe that whatever I share with other people has nothing to do with my success. 7, what do you wish you knew more about? There are so many things that I wish I knew more about, but for example, politics. I'm not really into politics, so it's okay. I wish I knew more about certain languages, like for example Fula language, or even French. I want to learn so many things. I want to learn, for example, more in graphic design, video editing, how YouTube works behind the scenes, and oh my god, there are so many things that I want to know more about. 8, what's something you've been meaning to try but just haven't gotten around to it? Oh my god, it's a funny story, because next to me I have a box, and it's actually this gimbal that I got from Saray, and it's been here since December. I even paid like taxes for it, like at the border, like import. And oh my god, I haven't even opened it. I haven't even tried it. 9, what's your favorite genre of book or movie? So for books, I really love to read about crime novels. Yes, like Karen Slaughter, Tess Gerritsen. I can read those like all day long. But I also love stories such like regular novels, such as what Leanne Moriarty writes. I really love her story writing. And yeah, so I don't like dystopian novels. Oh my god, I don't like fantasy stuff. I don't like it, but I should try to read more diverse books. Yes. And for movies, I really like documentaries on Netflix, for example, like the true crime things. Also, I like movies that are based off of things that happen in real life. 10, what was the best compliment you've received? Okay, so honestly, I don't like compliments. It's not that I don't like them, it's more like I don't really hold on to compliments that are related to my appearance. So if someone tells me like, you have such beautiful complexion, you have such beautiful lips, you have such beautiful teeth, you have such beautiful eyes, you are beautiful, I would be like, okay, thank you, but you know, I was born this way. So even if I wanted to, I couldn't change it. But the compliments that I love more are always related to my character, and usually I love the ones even more that I don't see myself, you know. 11. What are 3 interesting facts about you? Okay, I was born premature. I used to play soccer for almost 10 years. And English is actually the 5th language that I've ever learned. 12. What are you most likely to become famous for? So, oh my god, this is a good question. So I think that I would most likely become famous for 2 reasons. So either I will become an actress and star in a movie. All the people that make movies and are looking for someone like me, send me an audition because I'm eager. Hey. And number 2 is either because with my blog I will get myself into something and I will be interviewed on the television or for a newspaper and it will blow up. That's what I think. And I say that because with my Maîtresse d'un homme marié reviews, I was actually contacted by a writer for the New York Times and I almost got into it. Almost. But, you know, life goes on and the ball keeps on rolling. So, who knows? It's the most amazing adventure to go on. I would say a trip around the world and getting married. Yes, that's what I think. 14. What's the best way a person can spend their time? Okay, so like my most logical answer would be doing what they love or at least like. Oh, what one thing do you really want but can't afford yet? Going on a trip around the world. Going on a trip around the world. Or buy a house. I can't afford to buy a house yet. Okay, 16. What could you give a 40-minute presentation on with absolutely no preparation? When I read this one, I was like, oh my god, I can't give a 40-minute presentation on anything without actually preparing myself. But then I was like, yes, I can just talk 40 minutes about a subject and present it to you. So for example, I would say Senegal. Yes. I could do a presentation of 40 minutes about basically about everything that I have ever done and experienced. I can do it about growing up in the Netherlands, about the Netherlands, about holidays, about how to plan for holidays, how to make a blog, how to make a video, what to look for. Yeah, so there are plenty of things. 17. When people come to you for help, what do they usually want help with? So, I think that generally people come to me for help about, you know, different perspectives. For example, if they have an event or if they have a situation and they think that they're like stuck and they ask my opinion about how they can do it differently. And also, yeah, I think that people usually just want my opinion. I think people usually want someone that listens to them, gives them maybe advice, but not that they have been waiting for my advice. It's more like, hey, how do you think about this and that? And then I give my opinion and they're like, oh, okay, yeah, well, I take it into consideration. But it's not like they are dependent on my opinions or something. 18. What is something you think everyone should do at least once in their lives? Travel, learn a new language, do something they have never done, do something they never thought they would do, do things that they don't like, also do a job that, you know, is humbling. And yeah, I think that everyone should at least be open-minded and try to be in other people's shoes. 19. What risks are worth taking? I think that, like, generally speaking, most risks are worth taking, because if you take a risk, even if you fail, at least you'll know that you tried, that you took that risk, you know. So it's like a general case of, it doesn't matter what you do, in the end you'll always be a winner because you've learned something, and that is the biggest win. What do you have doubts about? I have doubts about almost everything. Yes, no. Actually, it's like my way of thinking, it's mostly, I don't always think about doing something and then thinking, well, I'm gonna succeed. It's more like, okay, well, there is a chance that I might not succeed. And it's not because I'm a negative person, because I'm not at all, but it's always that little chance that it might not succeed. And I think that's okay. I mean, it does not lie in the way of me doing the things I want to do, because I have to be realistic as well. 21. When do you feel truly alive? I have this feeling actually quite a lot. So sometimes it's when I write a blog, or when I have to look for pictures that go with a blog. I feel truly alive, especially if I have a lot of choice and I really think that, for example, the picture fits perfectly with the blog. And sometimes it can be when I'm actually reading a book and I'm, you know, just thinking about my life and be like, oh my god, I'm so thankful that I came into this world as myself, that this is the exact moment that I became even more appreciative of my life. And sometimes it can be during a movie, or when I meet up with friends after a long time and we're just talking and thinking back about our days in high school or in middle school or elementary school, you know. So yeah, there are a lot of things that give me that, you know, feeling of being really alive. And sometimes it's when I watch my own videos or when I edit my videos sometimes, and I think, oh my god, what I just said in that part is really good. What's the hardest lesson you've learned? In my life, I have learned so many lessons, and I think that one of the hardest lessons is that I don't want to sound so depressed, and don't take it, you know, literally. Like, the hardest lesson is that in the end, it doesn't matter who's there or who isn't there, as long as you're there for yourself. And yeah, because I think that in the end, the only person that you can rely on is yourself. And I think that it's important for people to actually be able to live on their own and do things for themselves rather than being independent on other people. And I mean, being dependent on other people. And I think that's mostly because just to keep yourself from heartbreak. So it's not because people don't care about you or people don't love you. It's just that one day the person that you thought was gonna be there when you needed them the most will not be there. And I think that then is the best time to be there, at least for yourself. 23. What's something you are self-conscious about? Okay, so well, I'm self-conscious about a lot of things, and I know that when I'm in the Netherlands, I eat a lot of chocolate, and when I eat a lot of chocolate, my cheeks become fuller. But the thing is, I really don't care about it because I love my chocolates, and I actually have some chocolate laying around here somewhere because it's my birthday and I deserve it. What am I conscious about? That I'm me, actually. So yeah, I'm very khadi. I'm loud. I can be loud. I am so annoying. Ask my friend Ayla. What else? I am I can be childish because I don't feel like an adult. I know I'm almost 30, but I feel like I was stuck at still being 18, 16. So yeah, I mean, I'm really self-conscious about a lot of things. But yeah, it's what makes me me, you know? 24. What do you like most about your family? So first of all, I really love my family, and I'm so happy that the people that are my family are my family. And when I talk about the people that I grew up with, my siblings, my parents, I love the most that we can basically let each other be who they want to be and do what they want to do. So for example, me and my two younger siblings, we're actually really close and we can just talk about anything. And the same with my parents. It's like, for example, they never gave us the idea that they wanted us to, for example, become a lawyer or become a doctor or do this or do that. It was usually us that had to figure out what we wanted to do. So for example, after high school, I didn't go to school immediately. I actually worked for a year and my parents were fine with that. And I think that that is what gives children, at least, you know, the idea that they have a voice in the world and that they are not that they're alone in the world, but that they have to make decisions for themselves rather than for their parents or for society. 25. What are you afraid people see when they look at you? I am afraid that when people look at me, that they don't see me. Or when people look at me, I am afraid that they see me for something that I'm not. 26. What are some red flags to watch out for in daily life? So you have to watch out for people that just look at how people treat you, how people treat themselves. And if you look very closely, you will see the red flags popping up from everywhere. And an important one is that, for example, how do people respect your time? How do people respect your opinions? How do people respect your space, your personal space? And how do people respect themselves? And I think that those are really important red flags to watch for. Last question. There are two types of people in this world. What are the two types? Okay. You have the people that put the cereal before the milk and the milk before the cereal. Like people that sarcasm and people that don't sarcasm. You have those with Snapchat and those who don't have Snapchat. I don't have Snapchat, and that one was for my friends because they always talk about stuff on Snapchat and I'm like, oh my god, what are you guys talking about? And they're like, yeah, you should make Snapchat. And I'm like, no. So you have people that actually spend almost half an hour talking to the camera by themselves, and you have those people who watch these videos. So I'm talking about you. So that was it for the video. I really hope that you guys like the questions. If you have any questions yourself, don't forget to send them in, because I really like doing these questions. And I'm gonna prepare myself because I'm going out to dinner with my friends tonight, and I also want to do some editing today and just chill out. So thank you guys for watching. If you have more questions, put them down below. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Check out my blog on senegalese-twisted.com for my latest adventures. Follow me on Instagram at Senegalese Twisted, and don't hesitate to ask any questions. Just say hi. Yes. So see you guys in my next video.